I ain't leaving.
All right, shut my door. I'm about to go live. I'm about to go live in the building. What is... Hey, Mark.
Hey,
What's
how
going
are you?
on? Good. I was just up here dialing the call-in number just in case anybody wants to call in tonight. So making sure the lines is already open. But yeah,
Okay.
what you been up to?
I've been busy, busy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, same here, same here. I've been running and running and running all day today. I was live earlier. Well, yeah, you was on my live earlier when I was taking my son to
Yeah, I didn't have to
the car.
work today, so that's the reason why I was able to catch your live.
Yeah, I wish I didn't have to work today. I gotta work all this weekend too. Hey, YS Brooks. Trying to fix my hair. I got like pieces of hair. You know how you're looking at your reflection and you think you're grabbing the right side of your head, but you're grabbing the opposite side. Hey, YS Brooks, how's it going? How is it going? Everybody come on in, hit the like button. So you think Glazy's probably asleep?
Yeah, she's asleep because it's like 3 o'clock in the morning there, so.
Oh yeah. I hated such a big oh what? I keep calling you that, YS. I was calling her YS Brooks. Maybe she never caught on to it before, but I'm sorry. It's YS Books. And I'm like, duh, because you're an author. I don't know how I misread that. I'm sorry. What up, fam? What up, Cool Daddy? Cool Daddy in the house. YS Books in the house. We got Mark on the phone. You know what, Cool Daddy? Do you know how to do a Google Hangout? Because I might have to pull you in. Because I would like for you to talk about what you were discussing on your live earlier. And everybody in the chat, make sure you connect with each other. If y'all familiar with it, the way we do over here is go to somebody's channel, watch a few minutes of a video, leave a genuine comment, hit subscribe, hit the like, and then type their name in the chat and put a little TV sign next to their name because that's the sign for our channel, a little TV sign. And I'll throw the TV sign up so you guys can know what it looks like. 1 second. Okay, let's see. Okay. All right, here's my chat. Find a little TV sign. Okay, the TV sign is under objects, just in case you don't know. Cool Daddy, do you have the Google Hangout app on your phone? Because I don't know if you're familiar with Google Hangout, but it's where you and like up to 9 other people, because it's gonna be 10 people all together, can be on live at the same time on the screen at the same time. It's called a Google Hangout, so I don't know if you're familiar with it or not, but yeah. So I'm trying to see if you got the app, because if you don't have your computer up with your YouTube running, then to do it on your phone, you have to have the app. Is that right, Mark?
Mm-hmm. Like I'm currently watching the chat um and on my phone.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay, so you're on your computer and on the phone?
No, I'm just on my phone
Oh,
and
okay.
I'm watching the chat on my phone.
Okay. Yeah. Because he had brought up a good topic earlier this morning on his live. Have you heard about that what was it called? Cool hands up, was it oh Lord. It was called Hands Up or something. Cool, you can remind me what it was called, because I don't want to misquote it. But it's a petition that's going around for kind of like a new law or something for police authority. The Hands Up Act. Thank you. Thank you. The Hands Up Act. And I had wanted you to discuss that in a Google Hangout. So that's why I was asking, did you have the Google Hangout app? Because if you don't, all you have to do is go to your apps and look up Google Hangout and just download it. And then you could do Google Hangouts just how you see Mark on the screen. Well, when he talks. You should be able to see his face. Yeah, you should be able to see his picture at the bottom of the screen. So yeah, we can have up to 10 people at one time on a Google Hangout live, and we can all be just discussing, different
You
topics.
just would have to send them the link
Yeah.
through private message or something.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. So actually, you know what? Does he have to have the Google app for me to send,
Well,
or can I just send him the link?
well, I mean, let
Phone.
me think. I mean, you could try sending the link, and then it'll instruct him on what he got to do. So,
Okay. Okay. Well, I can try it. Do you want to try it, Cool? I can send you the link to your IG, and then all you do is tap the link, and it opens up. Oh, he said he's downloading the app. Okay.
oh, okay.
Cool beans. And then I just have to oh yeah,
You gotta private message him the link.
yeah. Yeah. Yep, yep, yep. What's your IG? Cool Daddy, I know it's in here. Is it under Cool Daddy? Let's see. Cool Daddy. Okay, I thought your IG was under Cool Daddy, but I can't find it. Okay, that's cool. Take your time. But yeah, everybody come on in. Make sure you thumbs up the live, please. And thank you very kindly. We got me on the phone. I mean on the live. We got Mark on the Hangout, the Google Hangout Live. And we're going to be discussing our main topic, this evening is about, what's been going on over in the DR in the Dominican Republic. And the reason why I wanted to do this particular hangout tonight was mainly because I had heard in somebody else's chat. I don't know how many of you guys follow what is it, T.S. Madison? So, do you follow her, Mark?
I used to.
Okay. Well, the reason why is because I happen to be watching her lives because sometimes I don't get to catch her, and she's
So
hilarious.
yeah, I know about the trip that T.S. Madison is gonna be doing. I know
Right.
all about it.
Right. And so, okay. All right. Thanks, Cool Daddy. I'm about to look you up right now. Okay. So all I have to do is type in. Okay. He gave me his email. So I just have to email this link. Okay.
Yeah, just yeah, and then add them on to the Hangouts from there.
Okay. All right. 1 second. Cool. Gotta pull up my email. Okay. Elon Haley for at Google at Gmail. Oh, gmail.com. Okay. Now I gotta go back to IG. Any new word on the guy who was now hold on 1 second. Any new word on Malia, Mark?
No,
Okay.
not as of right now.
Okay.
But yeah, not as of right now. No.
Okay. I was just wondering because I've been like all over the place on media. Can't talk social media and watching what's trending on YouTube as well. And
Well, um, go well, go check out Leakyu's video that she did the other day.
okay, cool, Daddy. I sent it to you. I just sent it to you, so you should receive the email in a second. And all you have to do is click that link that I sent you, and he should just pop right up right on the computer.
Yeah, but it's gonna take him through some steps that he needs to do, and then he'll pop in.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't know what kind of steps like.
Like it'll ask you to put in your password, and then you
Oh,
have to like do an agreement thing. I check like a box, and then it'll send you in.
oh, okay, okay. I haven't done it in a minute, so I don't really remember. But YS Books, what do you think about what's going on in the DR? Hey, Pookta Bees, how you doing? What's up with you? A lot of people is kind of scared to go there, and that's like one of the top places, the top vacation
Oh,
tourist.
there he is.
Is he in here already?
Yeah, he's in there.
Okay, cool. Turn this down in the background.
Yeah, I'm getting out now.
Okay. What's up, fam?
What's up?
This is my actual real cousin.
He's your
Yes,
cousin.
this
Oh,
is
okay.
my actual real cousin. So sometimes when I refer to him as fam in the chat, I know some people like, yeah, everybody call each other fam, but no, we live in the same city and everything.
Okay.
Yes. But how you been, cool?
I'm good. I just got done working out actually.
Oh, okay. Okay, that's what's up. That's what's up. Shoot, I just finished came home recently from getting your cousin a car. So he
A
got
car?
some wheels now. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I,
Yes. Yes.
his
No
thing
more
next week, ain't it?
Huh?
His thing is next Saturday, ain't it?
Yep. Yep.
Okay.
Next Saturday. Oh no, that's the youngest one.
Oh, you talking
Yeah.
about? Oh,
The oldest one had to get a new car.
you just gave him
Yeah.
a. I didn't. Man, I just seen him at a couple months back. I saw him at we both had went to go see Us. He was with his
Yep.
lady.
Yep. He was with his girlfriend. Yep. Yep.
I said,
Yeah.
"Oh, you getting big."
I know.
Look just like you.
Mark, I'm gonna introduce you to Mark. He's really cool. He's a good YouTuber. So you guys make sure y'all connect too as well. I don't know if everybody in the chat knows, but you can network in here as long as you don't use a lot of spams and don't use the S word. Everybody on YouTube knows that by now. Do not use the S word in the chat. And just put a little TV next to somebody's name after you connect to their channel. That's all you gotta do. That's all you gotta do. But yeah, I just want you to tell us a little bit about before we get into the Dominican Republic, if you don't mind, like tell us a little bit about the petition that you were discussing earlier and the importance of it.
Yeah. Actually, my this older guy I used to work with, he has sent it to me because he know that I'm working on my motivational speaking.
Mm-hmm.
So people be sending me stuff. So he has sent me that about the petition, and I was like, from what I saw last time, they need like 300 votes,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm like, okay, that's good because the police need to start being held accountable for innocent black people getting killed and murdered,
Mm-hmm.
and there's no justice being done. It's like we getting killed, and we could be unarmed and we getting our hands up doing what they ask. And I feel like this is important, and not enough people are talking about this, like not just us as people, but celebrities.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like this is something not even the news, like it's something that got discussed and then it got pushed to the side. I
Right.
think this is we need to be on this, like we voting for the president.
Mm-hmm.
I think
Right.
we need to be on it like that.
Yep, I agree, man.
So I just felt like it's important for people to know, because people know stuff like what I just heard,
Mm-hmm.
but they not acting on it, or they not discussing it. When you go to work, you discuss stuff. Nobody at my job talking about nothing like that. So I don't see nobody on Facebook talking about it. I don't even know if people even know.
And that's the exact reason why earlier, when we was talking in the chat, I shared your video on my channel because that was the first time I heard about it. And I was like, okay, the Hands Up Act, why haven't I heard about this? I haven't heard about it on Facebook, YouTube,
I had
Twitter.
to Google it.
Yeah. So, and right now they have 307,714. So close to 308,000 already. And they're trying to get 500,000 signatures for the petition.
500,000. Okay.
Yeah.
But something like this, that should be easy. You know what I'm saying? I don't get why we ain't got 500,000 already.
But you know what? Sometimes these things don't get a lot of media attention, which is again the reason why I had wanted to talk to you about it, because
right.
I was like, what? The Hands Up Act? When did this come?
Because I honestly, when my friend was telling me about it, I'm like, okay, I don't watch the news. I just look up stuff. Like, I'm always on my phone, so I get on CNN.com, stuff like that. And then people send me stuff. So when I heard that, I'm like, why ain't nobody talking about this? Like nobody black that I know. Like, I'm looking at the news to, the last week or two. I haven't even seen nothing on the local news about it. Like, I don't, what I'm saying? Like how you said you didn't know about it. Like,
right.
That's a problem. Like, not that it's your fault, but it's everybody's fault. Like, this is stuff that impacting us. You know what I'm saying? You got two sons. Like it could be anybody. It could be me, Mark. It could be anybody.
You're
You know what
right.
I'm saying? It could be you. So I look at it like we gotta. This is one thing that's important. We gotta come together as a people. And if they need 500,000, where the hell is the other 200,000 some people at, or 100
Mhm.
some thousand that you know what I'm saying? When we trying to spread this type of message and talk about it, people just want to. Oh yeah, they talk about protesting, but when something can actually be done and we need signatures, where are those people at that was doing it then? That should be
Right.
enough.
Right. And to answer your question in the chat, YS Books, you said, is it our state or federal? Well, actually, the person who actually started this petition, his name is Travis Washington.
Yeah,
He goes to Southern Illinois University, Carbondale, and he'll be graduating with an MA in higher education and administration in May,
right.
which just passed. So he just graduated. And basically, he said that he had started this petition with the U.S. Senate. He sent it to the U.S. House of Representatives, Congress, the state governors. I think he really is trying to get it to be a federal thing.
It
But
should be.
look it up. Matter of fact, I'm about to put the link in the chat right now.
Yeah, but the thing is, it's politics to that. Because now they gonna try to look like black people trying to curb the law.
Yeah.
No, we're not trying to curb it or nothing. We just trying to get fairness. If you tell us put our hands up and we do and we die, how is that our fault?
Right.
We did what you asked.
Right.
And y'all got body cameras and y'all still killing people. And the body cameras, what is that doing? Y'all going to court with the body cameras? Oh, they sworn oath. They wouldn't just kill somebody for no reason. Like the evidence is always there, but nothing ever happens. They get paid. The stuff that happened to Eric Garner, that dude before had got in trouble. A lot of people don't know that dude had got in trouble for doing that to somebody else before, and all they did was give him a desk job, and that person sued the police and got like 20,000. And so this is before he put his knee in the back of his back. And when somebody telling you they can't breathe, and it don't take 6 to 10 of y'all to arrest somebody, cuff somebody, you know what I'm saying? Like that's y'all intentions. Like it didn't used to be like that. Like I remember they used to have their program. They used to come around to the projects, just to the ghetto period, and like have that connection. Now it's it ain't no connection. It's lost.
Yeah.
And I don't think that should be on us. If they really want to support us and understand us, then show us. Then we human beings.
Yep. And you mentioned Garner. If I remember correctly, it had all started with him wanting to know why he was being harassed.
Right.
And he was asking, and you know what, cool, it's funny that you brought that. Well, not funny, but you know what I mean.
Right.
I had, after we saw When They See Us, after I watched that Netflix series and did all my reviews on it, I had told my children, I was like, the best thing for you, if you ever get approached, hold your hands all the way up in the air.
Right.
Like, it's not 100% guaranteed.
It's not.
But at least if they got the body cam on them, if there's anybody recording around, I'm like, don't try to grab no phone. Don't try to grab no keys,
right.
no wallet, no nothing. Don't scratch your hair, pick a boogie. Don't do nothing. Just hold your hand straight up in the air. And it's not 100% guaranteed, but I like the petition, because the petition, which again is called the Hands Up Act, you guys, make sure you, I put the link in the chat, so make sure you go to it and sign the petition. It could bring a big change. We never know. Right. And a lot of people is always like, nobody ever wants to do anything. Nobody ever wants to do anything. And like you said earlier, Koo, people talk about it when somebody get killed.
Right.
And it goes away.
And then it die away.
Right. And that's why, because the police know, they know the things stay in the media for only so long. If nobody up the fire, if nobody keeps stirring that fire, it goes away. It eventually blows out and dies. And then somebody else will get killed who,
Right.
oh, I thought he had a gun. I thought he had a, you know.
Right.
So yeah, and that's the thing that we have to keep that fire,
Yeah,
going.
exactly.
But
Exactly.
yeah,
That's why we gotta that's why the like what you doing spreading it, we gotta spread it like a wildfire, like how we spreading it and all that stuff. Like we gotta, that's why I've been trying to put it like on my Twitter, my Facebook, like, but it's stuff like this that, you know, I don't know what it's gonna take for people to know that stuff like this is important.
it's really important. It doesn't really, I think, until it hits home, cool. And that's the sad part about
That's
it.
sad.
And then that's when all these parents and mothers and grandmothers want to be up there and petitioning Congress and, trying to make
Right,
this. But we have to do it before the next murder. And I call
right,
them murders. I
right,
even when they get off, I still call it a murder if it's an unarmed person who
right,
obviously is not showing any signs of being aggressive or resisting arrest.
right,
I call it a murder.
right.
Period. Point blank.
They just like, we know the police is against us, but we got the judge and the jury against us too. We got to have somebody that's understanding about what's going on.
Hmm.
That's the
Yeah.
problem. You know what I'm saying? My thing is, are they gonna be held accountable? Because we know the judge hold all the power, and if they got a certain connection with them,
Hmm.
I don't want it to be just because they are officer they get treated different. Like, treat them how you would treat me as a regular citizen. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? As if I killed somebody that was unarmed.
Right. And if you was to say you feared for your life, you know what happens.
Right.
Ain't no way you gonna get off saying I feared for my life and
They
somebody
gonna give me
recording it.
something.
Yeah, and somebody recording it and shows that that person you shot was not, putting your life in any kind of jeopardy. So
Right.
you're right. Treat us the same way. Treat the cops the same way you would treat us if we were arrested for shooting somebody. We'd be arrested, dragged down to the jail, no questions asked. But when it's an officer,
Right.
they get on paid leave. They do a quick investigation, too quick for me, and
Right.
release them back into the field.
Right. And it's just like, how long can y'all keep hating on us? Like, we know a lot of y'all don't like us, and we okay with that. But we still want to be treated fairly like human beings. Like, we didn't ask for this.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, how long y'all gonna keep trying to treat us like we don't matter? And then when we try to make movements, like this guy with this act, y'all try to slant it.
Yep.
But y'all quick to pick up, oh, see, there they go again, doing what we know they doing, killing, robbing, all this stuff, but something positive going on. Y'all don't want to promote that. It's like y'all like the negativity, y'all like that type of light on us. But
Right.
when we doing something great for the community, y'all don't want to highlight that. Or when they do something, I notice they have a small segment, but if it's something they care about, it take forever.
Right. Right. And I'm just gonna read
Mhm.
a little bit of this petition, then I'm gonna let Mark key in on it if he would like. Just to let everybody know what this petition is about. Um, it says basically the guy Travis Washington who started it. He said, we know how so many people of cultural minorities are in constant fear of leaving their households. This fear in our lives far too often comes from individuals working in public safety who harm people. Every
Right.
single week, we hear
Mhm.
about another unarmed, innocent, vulnerable human being shot by the police, and this has caused increased trauma and fear that has made people of color scared to leave their homes. So, because of that, he said we need legislation that prohibits police officers from shooting unarmed citizens. If there isn't a weapon found after someone has been shot, therefore unarmed by a police officer, then I propose that the officer should receive a mandatory 15-year prison sentence. We have over and
Yes.
over police officers get off even without videotape, even with videotape footage of citizens having been shot by police officers. This is a new form of lynching. I am pleading with you to propose a bill that protects people who have every right to feel threatened by police law enforcement. We always say we need more training for those involved in public safety, and there are increasing policies and laws that mandate that police officers have body cameras on them for their protection, but those measures do not address the whole problem. Not when the individual officers who shoot unarmed victims aren't punished. So that's basically what the Hands Up Act is. Um, for those people who like me haven't heard about it till today.
Smash. It don't sound like that. I ran that stick.
But Mark, did you want to say key in on this?
I'm sorry.
Did you want to key in on this?
Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out what's going on.
Oh
But
yeah.
I'm hearing like multiple people.
Oh, cool. Is you and you?
Yeah, I'm still here.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm
okay.
still here.
Okay.
Oh, okay, because I'm hearing like multiple people from the background. I didn't know what was going on. It sounded like an old lady that was talking to you or something.
Is there an elder in the house?
No, I was parking somebody's car for them. That
Oh,
was
I'm just teasing.
Oh, okay. And I'm gonna comment on what he just said about that lady, about him helping that old lady park the car.
Mhm.
Oh yeah, yeah, that wouldn't fly here too well
Mhm.
where I'm from.
Oh.
But I want to comment on the whole petition.
Mhm.
I agree with the petition.
Mhm.
I really think it needs to be done, and it needs to be nationwide,
Right. Right.
not just
exactly.
for Nebraska.
Yeah. Yeah.
It needs to be nationwide.
Yeah. Yeah. That's what
Heck yeah.
I think is. I think that's the proposal.
If they get 15 off top, that's gonna be a lesson for them.
Right.
That's a
Yeah.
lesson learned.
Yeah, 15 years. I think some police would be like a little, more,
Oh heck
I
yeah.
wouldn't say fearful, but
Right, because they being held accountable now.
yeah, yeah. So I think it's a great petition. I really do. So I'm going to sign it. So again, you guys, I put the link in the chat. If anybody else
And
wants
I
to
just want to speak to like
All right, hit me up.
what you were just saying too about about people of color in this country being afraid to go anywhere.
Mhm.
Um, it's unfortunate, and um, it's very very sad that people of color gotta live in this day and age in this country and have to be afraid.
Right. I agree.
And
Right.
it's very very sad, and even this was even happening when Obama was in office.
Mhm. Right.
So this started maybe after when Obama got in office.
Yeah. It just seems to get worse and worse, for
Worse and worse.
like it's
So
just
I mean, we could have another biracial president because the dude's biracial.
yeah, yeah. Oh, I think
And
people
it could be the same thing.
I'm at the Orange Man. Everybody thinks since he got in office, it has gotten worse. But I don't know. It seems like it gets better. And then it seems like, well, I wouldn't say better, but it seems like nothing happens. Nobody's killed who's innocent. And then all of a sudden it's like 2 or 3. Like,
Out of nowhere. So, but the point
No,
where
this
I'm
is what
getting
it
to,
is. What I think this is all a distraction. This is to prove a point who's in charge.
mhm.
That's what I feel like, to let us know, like, regardless of what y'all do, or we gonna always be able to put y'all in y'all place, because who's the majority of the Senate, represent the House, any type of government important position,
Mhm.
we not really in that spot,
Right.
right, it's predominantly
or just
all
a group
white.
of us.
It's predominantly all white in the Senate office.
Right.
It's predominantly all white.
Yeah.
And why do they get to be in there so long?
Huh?
I mentioned that
Why?
before.
I hate that they get to be in there so long. Like they just, that's why we will never be, until we get them out of there and get some color in there. It ain't even got to be us, just any color that's understanding of
Right.
a human being, no matter what color they look like.
Mhm.
If we could get a group of people in there like that, but you can only run for the president for 2 terms, but you could be Senate for forever,
For the
or House of Representatives,
till
you
you
know,
die.
stuff like that.
Yeah,
Right.
till you
That's
die.
not right.
I don't think it's right either. And I heard somebody complain about that before. Like they should get 5 years, 10 years, but forever.
Right. That's why we can't change no laws. That's why it's taking so long. They so used to old stuff. Like the world is changing. Like adapt.
Right. Right. And it probably
Yeah.
won't be until we're long gone, and then our children are older, then their children come along. That's when a lot of them will be out of the Senate.
Right.
You know,
Mhm.
a lot of the ones that's already in
Who do we replace them with?
there. Well, I hope a little more. I hope it be a little bit more mixed. You know.
Me too. That's what we need. Just some flavor in there that got some sense. Like my thing is, you know what I'm saying, not to lay off, to get off the to get on the president real fast. My thing is with him, like if they feel this way, I feel like he just disrespected women so much. Like I don't get why people are defending this man, but then you know they ask him certain questions and he's like telling the world how he is, and it just lets you know like they got that power.
Who he truly is and what he can get away with, basically, because he done gotten away with so much
Everything.
before.
But they murdered Obama for little stuff though.
Yep. Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. They did. They did.
It's just sad. Like it's just racism is just everywhere. You know what I'm saying? Not just with the police, but you know what I'm saying. If we can get them in check, but it's like, will those judges, will they really follow through with it?
Mm-hmm.
Will they really allow this to pass? You know what I'm saying? Like you can get all the signatures you want, but will they let it to pass?
I think if a lot bigger people get involved, like us little people, us little peons down here, you know, our voice does matter, but we need bigger voices. Like people who have a big a following, like you know the movie stars, the singers,
Right.
Mhm.
you know
But that's my problem with Jesse Jackson and Al Sharpton. Like y'all supposed to be some, you know, big figure public, you know, for the people of our color. You know what I'm saying? Like why y'all not speaking out, trying to support this and, you know, spread the word about this?
right.
You know what I'm saying? Like this is the stuff that I thought that y'all did. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
they got the platform to do it, but it just lets you know what that white power does, you know?
Yeah.
Right.
And again, I'm quite surprised. I didn't know anything about it. And the petition was started 6 months ago. So that was in January at the
And
beginning.
nobody knows. And you mean to tell me 500,000 signatures can be, and how many Americans we got?
Well, see, the thing is with these type of petitions, they might have started off wanting a certain amount, but with these petitions on change.org, let's say you want 300,000.
Right.
Once you get 300,000, the petition automatically says, let's try to go for 400,000. Then when you get 4, it automatically says, let's try to get 500,000. You know,
Dang! So it just keeps bumping up.
Right. So the guy
Right.
who started it, he probably has the petition amount he wants, but the computer automatically promotes more, you know, signatures, which is good. I mean, it's good. But I'm going to put my little John Hancock on there, and I don't sign too many things, especially when it comes to petitions, because sometimes they be too perplexed and I don't really understand what's all going on with the petition. Or people try to trick you into signing something that you're supposed to think is good or beneficial. So,
Right.
But then
Right.
I'm all good on this, on following and jumping behind this bandwagon. So, yeah.
Right.
But yeah, so again, anybody interested? Uh, oh, Roxanne in the chat, she said Obama is golfing. Oh, Obama's in Hawaii where she lives, golfing and enjoying his life. He's living his best life, huh?
I bet he
Yeah,
is.
I know this that remember Tanya, I was telling you that I can apply for dual citizenship
Uh-huh.
for Germany, right? Because I
Right.
told you my mom's from Germany, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I was approved for it.
Awesome.
So I gotta now. So I got dual citizenship. I just gotta go to the German embassy and get my passport.
Cool. Well, congratulations.
Congrats on that. Congrats.
That's
Yeah, so I'm a dual citizen now.
That's good, especially since you have so much family in both areas. So
Mhm.
yeah, that's really good. That's really
Yeah, cause you know my mom is from Germany, so I
yeah,
was able to I can get dual citizenship since I have direct ties to Germany.
right. Yeah. Well, that's good. I'm glad for you.
Yeah, so
Congratulations.
I gotta go to down to Chicago and to the German embassy and just get my German passport and then just leave my American one here.
All right. Oh, that's what's up. That's what's up. Yeah. Well, that's thank you, cool. And
So I'm happy.
I am happy for you too. And
Oh, I'm so happy. I get to, yeah, so I don't know. I might be leaving the country for a little bit
mm,
and just,
well, we only a computer away. Mm-mm.
yeah, yeah, I can say, like, I'm gonna say, can I teach you a little bit of German?
German, you gonna teach us some German?
Yeah.
Oh Lord,
Oh, let me,
what
okay,
are
cause
you
I
gonna
want to be like when I'm answering the dang on thing. I want to be like, guten Abend. That means good evening.
Oh, good napping. Good napping.
Never mind. No, don't say it. That's
Ah,
okay. No, cause you ain't gonna sound right. Let me do it.
okay.
So I can say that and I'll be like, good evening.
Okay.
But I'll obviously say, what's up, Tanya? I don't give a damn if I'm over there or not.
Yeah.
Cause most of them speak English, but they would appreciate it if I would speak at least attempt to.
Yeah.
I know some to get by. I
Well,
don't know it
that's good.
fluently, but I know some to get by.
Well, that's good. At least you know. At least you know a little bit, and you have strong ties there. So it's not like you're just traveling, and you know, whenever
Yeah.
you had like, and then the thing about it, since your peeps are from there, you can learn while you there. You know,
Mhm.
learn a little bit.
So I just feel bad for the others, like who don't have direct ties to other countries, like Africa or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Like I bet if you had direct ties to Africa,
Mm-hmm.
if you have you could probably get like a dual citizenship from whatever African country that they're from.
Sure, the way everything's set up right now, which is our next conversation. And cool, I was gonna ask you, did you want to stay on for our next conversation?
Yeah, that's cool.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure that was okay because we're gonna be discussing since Mark brought this topic up, the deaths and the disappearances and the Americans that's over there in Dominican Republic that's been getting sick. So I don't know, have you heard about any of that, cool?
I haven't.
Okay, well,
Yeah,
Mark, you want to talk on it a bit, or you want
yeah. So
to?
this is what's going on. So Americans that are vacationing in the DR, they're coming up randomly dead. Okay,
Mhm.
Damn.
and so from to my understanding is from like fake liquor or something that they're putting into bottles and stuff,
Yeah,
and
some
they're
people are
serving
thinking
it to
they're
them.
being poisoned. Yeah, some people are thinking they're being poisoned, so they're investigating that. And Some people was like, well, maybe it could be poison, maybe it could be carbon monoxide, maybe it could be the stuff they spray over there for their plants, or what do you call that stuff? The stuff you spray, the chemical, you know,
Pesticide,
yeah,
pesticide,
pesticides, yeah, stuff like that.
pesticide.
They
Okay.
was trying to say all kind of things, but the family members, the ones who got sick, they said most of them took a drink from the bar and immediately got sick. Immediately got sick.
Yeah, they're putting something in their drinks.
Why
Yeah,
are they doing it? Why are they mad at Americans?
I don't know. Like, there's been multiple tourist deaths, and it's like in the all inclusive resorts. Everybody when they go over there, most people they get an all inclusive resort where everything is free. You can drink till you fall out and eat and everything. So it's happening on this inclusive resort in a popular Caribbean area. And some people have came up missing. One of the ladies that came up missing, it was a black lady. And in June of 2018, her name is Yvette Monique Sport. She is a 51-year-old. She traveled to the Bahia Principal Resort in Punta Cana. That's where most of these is happening. And she was with her fiance. Her sister says she took a drink from the mini bar, took a shower, and then went to bed and never woke up. And at first they listed it as a heart attack. But then her sister, after hearing about these other people over there getting sick after they take a drink, and some people coming up missing, and then there's a black lady who they finally found her body. She was over there with her husband, and they finally found her body. She's been missing since last year. Another guy named David in July of 2018, he died while vacationing at the Hard Rock Casino in Punta Cana, same place. It also revealed, or they showed signs of a heart attack. But again, some of his family members is like they think that he was possibly poisoned as well. So it's people getting sick, and then people dying over there and collapsing, unresponsive, and missing. All American citizens. So the reason why I wanted to speak about this is because a lot of people like to travel over there in the DR. A lot of people like to go to different resorts that are all inclusive. And one of the bigger YouTubers, she has like almost 100,000 subscribers. She had planned a trip for some of her, subscribers, her supporters, and they're going to the DR, I believe in maybe a month. I think they're going in like a month, and they're going to the DR. So a lot of her subscribers who are coming, they started to question, like, should we go? Should we not go? Are we going to be safe? They're kind of scared to go over there after they had already paid. These people, are already paid and everything. They room, they board, they plane tickets, everything. And so that's why I wanted to discuss that tonight, because it's a pretty big topic, around the world. But yeah, they have put some tips out there, like, when you go to places like that, make sure you don't bring your jewelry. If you bring any jewelry, make sure it's fake or costume jewelry. Different things that people should do as a precaution. But they're really trying to find out, is this a setup or is this just random deaths and disappearances? So what do y'all think?
I think they're targeting them.
Right.
I think so.
They gotta be.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ain't no way you just show up there going on vacation and don't know nobody there, and all of a sudden you die or get sick.
Yeah.
And don't nobody else get sick or die around you that's been there.
Mm-hmm. It's crazy, and then it's just Americans.
What do they have against? I don't know why people be hating. Don't hate us.
Right.
Because we always starting shit with people. That's what it is.
But hey, that's not all of us. That's them, man. Hey, you ain't gotta. You know what I'm saying? I know they say one person can mess it up, but we ain't all like that. You can't judge us all like that. If that's the case, then don't allow us to come over there. Just say we don't want Americans here
Yeah.
Mhm.
instead of just killing them. You
But
know, just
let me put it like this, and I hate to add race into it because y'all already know I'm half German.
Hmm.
Okay, but I'm gonna add race into it. Okay, it's the
Hmm.
white Americans that be stirring the pot.
Yeah,
that's
you right.
true.
It's predominantly the white Americans that's stirring the pot, and that's the reason why they don't. Most countries don't like us is because the white Americans are the main ones stirring the pot.
Hmm. Yep. But and the thing is,
And they think all because if white Americans is like this, then all Americans are like this. The
Right.
white Americans who are doing all this is making us look bad.
yeah,
Because they're gonna say, "Oh, these white Americans are doing it." Then that means all Americans are doing it.
yep, that's true.
That's
That's true.
crazy.
They probably do believe that. And like since June of last year, 7 American tourists have died in the Caribbean since last June.
That's
So they're trying
crazy.
to figure out is it foul play? Is it connected? Or is it coincidental?
It's
Um,
gotta be. It's
yeah,
gotta be. It's gotta be on purpose. There's no way. If ain't nobody, if these are just separate, I can see if they all happen at the same time, but these are separate incidents and it's always one person. It makes no sense.
and they're having like the same like okay, just like the symptoms I said about the other ones. There was a Baltimore couple, Edward Holmes, 63, and Cynthia Day, 49. They were both found dead in their room. They had an earlier report saying that it showed they had internal bleeding and fluid in their lungs, pulmonary edema. That's the same thing they said was for like two other people, and some of them was the ones who had drinks and then just died.
That's
So
crazy.
that one, there's a lady named Yvette Monique Sport. I think that's the one I told you about. 51. She had took a drink from her mini bar, and then she's just suddenly died. Just suddenly died.
That's crazy.
So a lot of people thinking it's a connection there, and I would be terrified to go over there too. All these people that's going over there, within a month. Me
Yeah,
personally, I would probably cut my losses short if I have to cancel something and lose out a portion of my money. I mean, that's just me. That's just me.
yeah, and a baseball player just got shot there a few days ago.
Wow, really? A
Yep.
current baseball player?
No, a retired one.
Oh wow. I mean, still, but
Yep.
or,
Walked right up behind him, and I mean he survived, but he got lucky. He shot
yeah,
him. He shot him a few times in the back.
yeah. And then did y'all hear about the Mark? Remember we was talking about the other day, the lady who was attacked just recently. Then
No, I don't. I'm sorry. You gotta
remember,
refresh my memory.
remember I said I'm not going to show her pictures because they're really, really she got really messed up. She
Mm.
got
I don't remember. I'm sorry.
yeah. Well, she's from Delaware and she's a mother and she was vacationing in Punta Cana, the same area. And basically, they say avoid driving over there if you can help it. Um, avoid going onto I don't know why you would. Okay, the main point of going to a resort, right, is to hang around people who are also there in what do you call it, inclusive trip. So why would you be venturing off by yourself anyway? Because most people know in those places like that, most resorts, there's very close to you is probably some poor and distraught area where people have no jobs, might be starving, and they be panhandling and trying to do anything to get a little change from you. So not saying that they're all might attack you or but it happens. It happens.
Right.
I even know that, and I've never been over there, but I know to stay where you there's certain areas where you're not supposed to travel to, or and they talking about well, stay off this road, don't go to that road. But then they're like, well, how can we be protected over there? And the DR, they're saying, well, it's our job to make sure all the Americans and everybody is protected and everything like that. But come on,
Right.
7 people in a year?
Right.
I
Yeah,
mean,
it's
that's
crazy.
And they all Americans.
all Americans.
That's not a coincidence.
That's definitely not a coincidence.
Because these ain't famous people.
Yeah.
So it's just crazy. Like I don't even know, but that's wild that people just going there and dying 7 people in a year.
And again, it's like the same. Some of these symptoms that these people are having is like exactly the same, and most of them they thought was a heart attack, but seven, and most of them is drinking at a bar or they're drinking from their room. So I don't know. I don't.
And nobody know nothing.
Nope.
That's
Nobody.
crazy.
Nobody knows absolutely nothing.
They
Absolutely
got
nothing.
they know, they just don't care.
Yeah, that's what they're saying. They saying that they trying to figure out what's going on. The authorities over there, they say they're increasing security. But when you go over there, they tell you you know things that happen over there is like violent crimes, homicide, sexual assault, armed robbery. um but they say Punta Cana is generally safer than the other urban areas over there. You know, I
Well, it ain't too safe if that's happening.
right, right, exactly,
Shoot.
exactly,
They trying to scare people off or what? It's gonna work eventually. People gonna stop going there. They ain't gonna have no income.
right. And Mark, you would think that they would try not to scare us off, being that we put a lot of money
Right.
to their community.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, mm-hmm.
I agree.
Sure, especially they over there impoverished and stuff, and people come over there a lot and spend a lot of money to go over there to have fun and come home safe and sound. So, and what would you get from somebody if you poison them? I mean, first of all, it's all inclusive, so it's not like you're gonna be traveling with a whole bunch of cash on you, or you know what I mean?
That's what I'm saying. They killing them just to kill them for what?
I don't know. I don't know because they haven't said anything. I haven't seen anywhere where they said stuff like, "Oh, this was missing," or "Their wallet was missing," or "This was missing," or nothing about anything missing. It's just about the deaths and the
Right.
being poisoned.
Maybe
So
maybe somebody is just on a killing spree over there.
yeah, that could be it. I mean, they need to find out who's doing it because they're going to end up losing a lot of. They already got a lot of people over there who need our money.
Right.
And
That's what I'm
the
saying.
tourists. Yeah.
If the police don't do nothing, people go, especially Americans, they ain't gonna be coming over there. People dying left and right.
Right.
They
Exactly.
gonna be like, dang, how we gonna keep this resort? How we gonna, how people gonna feed their families and stuff, man. Y'all better find out or say something about the cases. Like,
Wow.
nope, none of all of them are open or closed because y'all don't have no strong evidence to, no witnesses or nobody
Right.
that's willing to come forward.
Yeah.
That's what's
But
going on.
YS Books, she said in the chat that years ago Mexico was like that, and she said she think they care but want the tourist dollars, so they are trying to cover it up. And
That's true. I believe that too.
yeah. Yeah. And then Miss Naturally Nolan said it's the employees at the resort that's doing the crimes and stealing. And that could be it. Oh, I left that out. Thank you, Miss Naturally Nolan. I forgot to tell y'all that the people that are being described as to doing these things, and especially the lady who was brutally attacked. I mean, it was gruesome. She was beaten for over an hour.
Damn.
Beaten,
Wow.
constantly beaten for over an hour, and they had the uniforms on for the people who worked at the resort. So either it's maybe possibly people who work at the resort, or somebody who used to work at the resort and getting revenge, or it could be somebody who stole a uniform and want people to think they work at the resort.
Right.
So it could be different things, you know. And hey, Miss Nita's Kitchen. Hey, I saw you come in. Thanks for tuning in, everybody.
Yeah, that's crazy.
But yeah.
It's crazy here. It's crazy everywhere. Dang, they ain't over there. But I have heard that in the past that a lot of other countries, like they have people that they be scoping stuff out, and like you said earlier about like wear the fake jewelry and stuff. Like,
Mhm.
cause I got a friend. He from Jamaica, and he said don't go there with nothing nice.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? He said, "Look broke, because they gonna be on you." He said they gonna be on you, and you on their territory. So what you gonna do?
I know somebody asked me for some money. I'm like, do you have some money? I'm trying to eat too. No.
Right. I got noodles.
Right.
Yep. And Miss Naturally Nolan says she's been to the DR before, and it happened to her and her husband, the stealing of money and credit cards. Wow. So you had somebody take your credit card and your money, Miss Naturally Norlands? Or did it just happen to somebody else while y'all were there? And if so, what happened? You out? All right, love you, bye. Ooh, no kids home. Hallelujah. No. But yeah, she said yes. That's crazy. Well, I'm
That's
not
crazy.
traveling over there until they find out who is responsible.
See,
Mm-mm.
but them over when you get locked up over there, it's from what I've heard, it's horrible. Like, what, man? I know prisons here are horrible, but over there, I heard it's like way worse. Like, they do so
Way,
much to you.
way worse. I heard it's way worse. They do say, I mean, I've heard that before. I used to read a lot of prison books and documentaries and things like that. And I always been intrigued with the prison system. I don't know why. Probably because all these TV shows they do about, the prisons and stuff.
Right.
But then the
Mm-hmm.
brutality and how they're sometimes brutalized by not only just inmates, but by the guards and COs and stuff. So I used to, read a lot of stories, and from what I read and heard from other people, is that our prisons are like the safest prisons in the world. Now, one would not believe that, from what we hear goes on over here. Like, did y'all see the story? Did y'all see the story of the man who was attacked in jail and he was killed? And when his family received his body, his organs was missing.
Damn.
This is in the
Oh,
United States. This just happened.
he must have did something
I
messed
think that
up or
was in
something.
North Korea. I think I know what you're talking about.
I'm about to look it up right now. Hold up.
He had to do something that they didn't respect.
Okay, hold on.
Or
Here
he
it is,
crossed
right here.
the wrong person, the mafia or something.
Here it is, right here. It's in Pennsylvania, Mark. There was a guy. He died in prison, and this is a black guy. Yep, it's a black guy. He died in prison, and his body was returned to his family without his vital organs. His name is Everett Palmer, and he died at York County Prison in Pennsylvania. And when his body was returned to his loved one, his throat, his heart, and his brain had been removed. The body
Mm.
parts were missing for several months and have not been returned to the family.
Who
Ain't
sent
that
you?
mess? This is in Pennsylvania.
Who the hell sent the mail?
This sent this year.
No, I'm saying, like, dang, like The post office ain't got nothing to know where the body came from. It
No,
had
no,
to come from the
no.
prison.
Yeah, it can't. He died in prison, and I guess how do they ship dead prisoners to their homes? How do they send them? Do they send them
They probably fly it.
by plane? Yeah, I would think by plane. So
And put it in a cargo hold.
a cargo hold.
Yeah.
But they think it's something going on with selling body. No brain.
It's gotta be. They probably sold it to the Asians.
Oh my god.
They got stock markets for stuff like that.
Oh my god.
Well, not the stock market, but they call it the stock something. It's not the
Like
stock
the
market, but it's
underground kind of underground.
yeah. They
Mark-
The
sell
Tokyo,
they
the Tokyo Exchange. That's what
yeah.
I think it
That's
is.
Oh wow.
something. Yep. And they do
Well,
that stuff over there in Asia.
well, this is what they said happened. They said Everett Palmer had traveled from his home in Delaware to Lancaster County, Pennsylvania on April 7th to resolve an outstanding DUI warrant. It was just a DUI warrant from 2016. And they said, but 2 days later, his family received a call that he had died at York. So he went to the Lancaster County, to resolve a DUI from a couple of years back. 2 days later, they received a call that he died, and they said the autopsy report showed that he died after he became agitated in his prison cell and later restrained. But the family still thinks a lot of events happened before the death, which is more than likely.
So why
But
the organs missing?
man, they received his body. His throat was gone. His heart was gone. They took his throat out. See, I think that
That's
I
crazy.
don't know. I mean, even if one of the most hardcore prisoners, if it was like, let's say somebody might speculate it was a prisoner who might have done something. You got to be like really evil and demonic to cut out a throat, a heart, and a brain in your jail cell.
Right.
I mean, the stuff would be all over the place, right?
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. They need answers. We all need answers.
That is
We
crazy.
all need answers.
They ain't gonna get the right ones.
Nope. But yeah, he went to prison. He went to the county in April 2018, and he was only there for 2 days and was shipped home without his vital organs. That's crazy.
Even if they saying he died because he was, he couldn't take being in that cell or whatever.
Well,
that still don't make sense. Like you would think you would have fly somebody in or drive up there to identify the body first before you send it off.
Well, they said the coroner said he ruled the cause of death as complications following an excited state associated with meth during a physical restraint. And they also said a sickle cell disorder was said to be a probable contributing factor, but the manner of death was undetermined. But his family is like, hold on here. This is not adding up, because they said he was perfectly healthy, and they said he was banging his head. This is what the people in jail said, that he was banging his head on the cell. And they said, but he's perfectly healthy. He's never caused trouble before. So if he's in excellent health, and they said he also was a personal trainer, and that, so I don't know.
Yeah, they lying about something in that prison. They need to sue him.
Yeah, they definitely need to. Because even if that body left the prison, you would think they would take pictures and all that kind of stuff. If his whole brain was missing, you would think his head would be. They saying that he beat his head. Now, what I'm thinking, and I could be reaching, if they saying that he beat his head and he was tripping off of meth, I think he could have been drugged. And I think he could have been acting all crazy, and somebody could have been trying to assault him.
And why don't they show the proof then? It's cameras in jail.
They probably killed the man. They probably killed the man and removed his brain because they probably beat him to a pulp.
Right. Where's the footage at?
I don't know. Now you know the cameras never work when we need them.
Right.
I mean, I'm just saying. I could be reaching. I'm just
I
trying.
be they gotta sue him, but they gotta make this they gotta make it a bigger deal. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because this is huge. I mean, has this ever happened? Have y'all ever heard of anything like this before?
Not organs, no.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
And I don't know why would a prisoner do that to another prisoner anyways?
That's what I'm saying.
Not,
It's going to be really demonic to do something like that.
Right.
I mean, ugh.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's wild.
That makes me just feel a little. Ugh.
And just turning himself in, that what happened in 2 days?
Right. And they say he was perfectly healthy and he was a trainer.
That makes it make you wonder even more. Like y'all probably jumped him or something.
Right. And why would he be on meth? Why would a personal trainer be smoking meth? Come on now. I mean, I know people who you probably don't think do drugs, but if they said this man was perfectly healthy and he was a trainer, a weight trainer. So a perfectly healthy weight trainer, a trainer, keep in mind he's training people on meth.
Right.
Nah.
Yeah, you know they see, that's one thing I'll be telling people, like, do they listen to what they be saying?
I don't think so.
Because that don't even make sense. If that dude is a personal trainer and he just turned himself in and he's only there for 2 days and all of a sudden he dead in 2 days.
Well, YS Book, she said the funeral house probably was selling organs.
It's possible. Yep, they do be doing. There has been I know like when I used to watch TV, it's like corporate crimes, not corporate crimes, but it's a show like that. And it was this down south, it was this graveyard where people, they were paying for tombstones. What they were doing were digging up the graves, taking people out the graves, dumping them somewhere, and then they will reuse the caskets and put somebody else in there.
I heard about something like that before.
Like, say you go to somebody's grave, that might not even be your loved one. That's probably somebody, you know what I'm saying,
Right.
somebody else. Because they switched. It was crazy.
Oh my God. That's that's messed up. But I heard about stuff like that happening before some years back. And families have found out that some of their family members was being cremated, or supposedly it was their bodies being cremated, but they found out that it was ashes from animals.
Right.
So these funeral homes, like, do y'all remember? You guys, you have to look up under my videos the funeral home where they found over 60 infants. Over 60 infants. Babies who were died, most of them, like, if somebody get pregnant and the baby died, when it comes out, or is dead in the womb, then little infants. And instead of them being buried like people are paying them for, in little cute, coffins and stuff, pretty coffins, they were putting them in the ducts and in the insulation, all in the funeral homes. This was in Michigan. This was in Detroit, Michigan.
That's crazy.
And it was 2 funeral homes. And they were trying to see if the 2 funeral homes were connected, like working with each other. But they were basically taking people's money, saying they were burying their kids. They said some of the babies, they found some babies like in the garages, in boxes. And no, for real, I'm telling you, real story. This happened last year.
Did they get life?
Did they get life? I haven't followed up with the story since then, but I'm going to, because I want to do a follow-up. But yeah, the funeral home got shut down and they did an investigation and people was taken to jail and all that. But I haven't did a follow-up. But it was really big. It was a big story last year in Michigan. It was 2 funeral homes.
I'm gonna have to look that up. That's crazy.
Yes, look it up and then check out my review Just look under funeral homes if you do a search under my reviews. But yeah, it was, I couldn't believe it. Like
That's
63
crazy.
infants. And they had all these little coffins, like all these little coffins stored away, like as if, like you said, they reusing these coffins and just instead of burying the babies, though, they could have done anything with them. They put them in the inside of the walls of the funeral home.
What?
Yes, I swear.
Inside the walls?
I swear. Matter of fact, hold on. I'm gonna find the link for you. I can do you one better, fam. Hold on. Michigan funeral home. I'll put the link in the chat.
Okay. I'm gonna check that out when we get offline.
Okay. Okay, here it is. Remains of fetuses and infants
Oh wow.
found in Detroit funeral home.
Wow.
It's
That's
like
crazy.
it's really crazy. Okay, remains of 63 fetuses. I'm about to post a link in here. Remains of 63 fetuses and infants found at a Detroit funeral home. Michigan authorities say they found improper kept remains of fetuses and infants at a Detroit funeral home just 1 week after they found similar remains at another funeral home also in Detroit. And it was at the Perry Funeral Home in Detroit, Michigan. And I'm about to put the link in the chat. I did a review on this last year. This happened in October of 2018.
All right, I'm gonna have to check
I
that
couldn't
out.
believe it. I could not. 63. And then in the other funeral home in the same city, they found 11 more.
That's crazy.
But yep, I just put it in the link. So
Well,
yeah,
but I don't understand, like when stuff like that happen, why are you even having a trial? Just give them life.
right.
There's
Right.
nothing
And
to
then
discuss.
the thing was cool. The thing was this funeral home where the 63 something were found.
Uh-huh.
Basically, it was somebody had sold it and it was purchased by somebody else. And somebody had called in with a tip. It was a tip. And they said they have, they need to check the funeral home. So somebody probably worked there, knew what was going on, and probably felt guilty after the fact.
Right.
And called in, and so they went and they had papers to go in and search the place, and they tore the walls out, they took the lining and everything out the walls, the insulation and everything, and found 63 fetuses and infants.
That is
And
That's crazy.
they said 37 of them were found in 3 unrefrigerated boxes. And then some more was found in the walls, and some more was found in freezers.
I can't get past the walls. Dang.
I can't either. And then the other funeral home where they found like 11 they found 11 more in this other funeral home, and they said they were found inside a drop ceiling at the Cantrell funeral home.
That's crazy.
So, and the reason why we did the review last year was because people were thinking, I bet this happens a lot. And nobody's ever, called in and reported it. But 2 funeral homes in one city, that's almost 80 babies. And how much you want to bet this happens a lot? Maybe not found in the ceilings, but maybe like cremated, buried in the backyard of the funeral home. Where they can reuse this can't be the first time. That's what I'm saying. This can't be
right
the first time. But yeah, y'all check that story. That was a mess. That was a mess.
Yeah, that's wild.
Yeah. I don't even remember how we got on that subject, man. I think Cool started that. But we've been on here almost an hour. Well, if anybody got any last minute words, it's going on 11 o'clock almost. We had a really good conversation tonight.
I'm kind of sleepy.
In the chat. Oh yeah. YS Book said the root of all evil has the greed for money as the motivating factor. You are absolutely right, YS Books. Yeah, Mark about to fall asleep on us.
I'm glad you brought that up though about that overseas stuff, because that just let you know, like, you just got to be careful when you get out of the country, just because of what's going on here. Like, everybody so jealous and hatred of Americans, but
Yeah,
we ain't. It's not what they think.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it just lets you know, like, you ain't even safe over there.
Right.
You gotta,
Because
you
sometimes
know.
they look at us like, if your people in charge, your commanders in charge is doing this, that means you guys also might be bad people. And I think that's why a lot of times, I spoke to this before, a lot of the people from Africa
Right.
over here, and they look at us crazy and they act like they so much better than us. Not all of them, but a lot of the ones I've met. And they
Right.
act like they so much better than us and look at us like we're beneath them. And you
Right. Like,
know,
it's our fault.
with the white people, they only do it with the black people.
Right. It ain't our fault.
Right.
We didn't ask for that.
Yeah. We didn't ask to be dragged over here, but I tell you one thing, I'm glad I'm here now. It might
Right.
not be the best place, in the whole wide world, but if I had a choice, I'd stay my black butt right here.
Yeah.
True.
It's they coming over here anyway, so they can't even talk.
Right.
Honestly,
Yeah.
at least y'all coming voluntarily.
Yeah. That's true. Well, okay, you guys. I appreciate you guys for hanging out with me on the Google Hangout. I appreciate
Yes,
everybody
ma'am.
in the chat. Everybody in the
No
chat
problem.
rocking with us tonight, and speaking, how they felt on these different topics. That it was an awesome chat. Awesome chat. Cool. Thank you again. We're gonna have to do this again. And cool,
Oh, no
I
problem.
don't know. Since you have an app now, if you want it, you know how to do the Google Hangouts now, so you can also have stuff like that on your channel too. If you wanted to ever have a panel topic of discussion, so
Okay.
just let me know. If you have me and Mark, we do these on different people platforms, and sometimes we do it on each other's platforms, and and it kind of helps out with promoting our channels too, because
Right.
we can have like all of our subscribers. We can make an announcement that we're going to be on such and such channel. You know what I mean?
Okay.
And
Got you.
yeah, it promotes some networking, and you get subscribers, and yeah, it's all about networking on YouTube. It's all about networking.
Right. Right.
So,
Definitely. I'm down with that.
all right, but cool beans, cool beans. So, you guys, I'm got to log off of here.
All
Everybody,
right.
good night, everybody.
Good night,
All right. Good night.
everybody.
All right, and cool. I'll hit you up. Eventually, probably within a few days, about the picnic and all that stuff.
Okay. Cool.
All right, fam. Good night.
All right.
Good night, Mark. Good night,
Good
Chad.
night.
All right. And as usual, Prime Time Squad, in the meantime and in between time, stay safe, be blessed, and I'm out. Deuces.